Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whims Studio. Hey guys, we survived. I say that because retreats are just like lack of sleep, more laughter than normal, more shopping than normal, and it's just so much fun, so much fun. I'm going to share all about the retreat. I'm going to show you what I purchased there. I'm going to show you what people gifted me while I was there. I'm going to show you the exclusives that I designed for the attendees at the retreat. I'm going to share it all with you, but it'll be done in sections because I have so much to do today. We are going to Florida, and so I have all of this stuff that I need to put away from when I had the pop-up shop at the retreat, which was so much fun too. And anyways, I just have a lot to share with you. So thanks for being here, and stick around and see all the goodies. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the gifts that I got from some very talented and amazing, sweet people. I'm gonna start with that. So, one of the very first things I got was from my friend Kathy Lownsberry. Kathy and I contacted her probably a year ago, a little more than a year ago, to make project bags from some of my old fabric when I designed like 12 years ago. And you know, I didn't know her, but someone recommended her for making project bags, so I hired her or asked her to make these for me, and she did. And she's just a beautiful, beautiful stitcher. Sewer and stitcher. She's amazing. And then I needed someone to stitch the Silver Needle Retreat sampler like quickly, and she offered to do it. So that was the first model stitch that she did for me. Her and I met for the first time at the Garden of Quilts. I was walking in, she was walking out, and we talked briefly, and it was amazing because she was in my classes that I had at Garden of Quilts, and so we got to know each other there. And then last fall in October at the Farmgirl Gathering, her and I sat by each other and really got to know each other, and we are like friends. Really good friends. So, and she makes gifts for people and brings them to the retreats, and I'm telling you what, her work is impeccable. And I squealed like a little pig when I saw this, when she gave this to me. I'm trying to find a way to show this so that you can see it good. Let me get my face out of the way. Look at that bunny face. Look at that bunny with that cute bow. Oh my gosh. It's sitting on a strawberry. She makes amazing dangly charms, scissor fobs and things. And look at all of that adorableness. Scissors, a ruler, 2022, buttons. It says made with love. Oh my gosh, just amazing. A little stem on the strawberry. You guys, look at, she put blush on the little guy. It's so dang cute. I love it so much. So Kathy, thank you so much. It's a treasure. It's a treasure. Matter of fact, last October for the Smalls Exchange, the way Michelle does the exchange is like you can steal other people's or you can pick one, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I stole Kathy's, and because someone stole from me, so then I got to steal. And if someone steals from you, then the next one you either open or steal, you get to keep. So I ran and got the thing Kathy made last year because her work is amazing. So thank you so much, Kathy. Then, it wasn't long after that. Hold on. Holdy. It wasn't long after that I got a gift from Susan Coates. Susan Coates works at Keepsakes in Cincinnati, and she is well known in the community for her beautiful work. And she made this bag for me, and I just about fell dead on the floor, like Kef says. Look at this amazing bag that she made with my For the Love of Nature fabric. That's the back side. Look at the front, you guys. These are pockets. Look at that. These are pockets. It's a strap. So to me, this is not a project bag. It could be a project bag, but this is a bag that to me, it's more like a purse. It is a bag that you take and use. I absolutely love it. She said this is the first time she did this kind of inset zipper. Well, you'd never know it because it's done absolutely perfectly. And then look inside. Inside are 3 pockets on both sides of the bag, made with this same For the Love of Nature material. Susan, it's exquisite. It's quilted. It's just, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I love it so much. If you've ever been to a retreat, you're probably familiar with this, that you get up to go use the bathroom, or you go do something and you come back and there's a gift at your spot, at your stitchy spot. People bring gifts for everybody at the retreat. A lot of people do that, and that's just absolutely amazing. So it's so stitchy. Kathy Lownsberry, she gave everybody this butterfly waxer, which is amazing. Isn't it adorable? She made it. The girl is multi-talented. That's something else. And then I got this cute gift. Can you hear my dog panting? Okay, so we're having a thunderstorm. Hear it? My dog hates thunderstorms. She's scared to death. So she's panting over here and licking the cupboard. So I apologize for any extra noise that you may hear. Okay, so this is for Teresa from Mary. And on Instagram, she's at Mary W. Quilts. Mary. Okay, get my face out of there. Look at this beautiful work. I love this fabric. Scissors and buttons and threads and needles and floss. And she put this cute little button on it that matches. It ties shut. You open it. I love the lace. Oh, look at this. Look at this pin. The pin has a tomato at the top. I don't know where she got that pin, but I would like a handful of those. This cute fabric. And then this is where, it's a needle book. This is where you put your needles. It's got a little pockets in the back. Probably put your scissors in or whatever you want to put in there. And then a pocket in the front as well. I love this fabric too. It's like old advertising and stuff. And then this fabric says press, quilts, measure. It's just superb, and it's so cute. And I'm absolutely crazy over at needlebooks now that I've made one. I got my first one from this exchange I was talking about, where I stole Kathy Lownsberry's small from somebody, because it had a, I'll just grab it in case you didn't see that video. So this is my first needle book I ever got. Oops, it's a Brenda Gervais, cute little mouse. I don't know the name of the pattern, but it's so cute. And Kathy put this teeny tiny extra special button on there. And look, so this is what you put your needles in. She gave me a little thing of needles. It's got pockets. Look at that beautiful fabric inside. So ever since I got this, and I haven't used it, it's for me, it's a display piece by the other thing that I got from her. So anyway, I love needle books. And then I made a needle book for one of the retreat exclusives. And then I got another, you know what I mean? So like I'm on a roll collecting needle books. So anyways, thank you, Mary. This is done so beautifully. Love it. So this is from Jen and Mary at the retreat. Happy stitching, fancy floss friends. Jen and Mary. I love that. Look at this. This is a little magnet, but I love that star. I love Americana. I love stars, and it's in a little hoop. Can you see that? I don't know if they made that or they purchased it somewhere. It's very cool though. And then there is a floss hopper slash floss counter. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. I really have no clue. There's some pins in here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up. And then I haven't even opened, so I don't even know what's inside of it. I was so busy. Well, I had the pop-up shop, so I was busy, you know, in a whole separate room from the room that everybody was stitching in. So I missed out on a lot of that part. So then when I would get to my seat, when I did get to my seat, you know, I was talking and visiting with people, so I didn't even open everything. Ooh. Oh, it's full of candy. Thank you, Jen and Mary. Oh my gosh. Reese's. Even though I love them too, I will give them to my husband because that's his all-time favorite. And then some super cute floss cards that you put the hole in and put your floss, like floss drops or whatever. It says hold on. For temporary stitches, for temporary stitches. So that must be her Instagram name right there. But this is super cool. It's all, I don't know if they made that or if she made that. I don't know. But, and then on the back, it says floss brand, floss type, color, symbol chart. And then down here, Farmgirl Spring Retreat 2022. Very cute. I love those. So thank you very much. And then from, I'll take it out of the bag, from Elaine Bauer. Ah, a threader. You can never have too many threaders. I seriously can't thread a needle myself. I need help. So this little needle threader is going to get some good use. And then a floss drop, Elaine Bauer, 1260, oh, that's her email. Handcrafts, fiber arts, and fine stitching. Very cool. Thank you so much, Elaine. And then Jen Reagan. Everybody knows Jen Stitching Niche. She has a floss tube as well under the same name, Jen Stitching Niche. Oh, jeepers. Oh, here's her card. That's really cute. So go check her out if you haven't yet. I will try to remember to put all the links below. I sat on the end, and then next to me was Teresa Vanette, and next to her was Jen. So I got to visit with Jen quite a bit this time, and I loved it. It was good to get to know her better. And look at this. How cute is that for your floss? Love it. And then a couple pieces of candy. I think everybody there has a sweet tooth. there was a lot of candy going around. Thank you so much, Jen. I love it. And then check this out. Margaret Hay. She crocheted everybody one of these cute little doilies. Look at how cute. And it has a little charm that says 2022 on it. And it's got this little pin on it so you can put it on your favorite project bag. It's so, so cute. And look at that. I don't know if she painted that or what, but that's very cool. I love it. Thank you so much, Margaret. And then I got this amazing gift from Michelle and the entire, everybody that was there. It was, I'm inserting a picture. It is a shaker box that has a beautiful handle on it, and I like that it's short and squatty because it'll work perfectly on my stitchy table right next to me. And it had amazing cinnamon bread in it. It had gummies that I had a few of them on the way home. What else was in there? Some truffles, some caramels. Oh my gosh, caramels, I love them. And there was one more thing in there. I can't remember, but it's in the picture. It's in the picture. And that was just so sweet, so sweet. They treated me absolutely incredible. And then my sweet friend, Teresa Vanette, gave me these. Oh my gosh, these are absolutely delicious. And I want to try them with my coffee. Excuse me. I want to try these with my coffee in the morning. She had just the regular shortbread, and then she had some lemon cookie ones, and the flavor's amazing. They are made in her area where she lives, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm trying to see, let's see, Yazoo City, Mississippi. Delicious. Thank you, Teresa. I ate one right away and shared it with my peeps right there. So good. This is from Teresa. I think it's Jacoby. She has a new floss tube. I will link her below. She was so sweet. She was the driver, I guess you could say, for Colleen Holt and her cousin Teresa. So there were 4 Teresas at this event. Like, how often does that happen, right? So it was me, Teresa Vanette, Teresa, I don't know Teresa's last name, that is Colleen's cousin, but she's such a doll, so, so sweet. And then Teresa Jacoby. She gave everybody this little care package. It has covered buttons on it, or covered buttons in it, I should say. Some Jelly Bellies. Oh, I love it. Emergency Vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. Oh, I could use that right now. Some almonds, some chocolates, some chips. Some cookies, some waffles. I mean, how adorable is that? That's so, so sweet. Thank you, Teresa. And if you follow Colleen Holt, Stitching with the Sisterlies on Instagram, you know all about this, but she made 75 needle books out of blackbird fabric for everybody at the retreat. An amazing feat and an amazing gift. I love that it's tied with lace. Look at this needle book, guys. Isn't it cool? It's got a pocket in there. She's got her business card, which is awesome. And another pocket over here, and it ties shut. And then this, I think this can be like on the inside, and you can clip your scissors to it, or you can use that and clip this whole thing to your project bag or something. I mean, there's different things you can do with it, but how amazing is that? Thank you so much, Colleen. I really appreciate it. Adding to my collection of needle books. And then from June, Laura, and Lindsay. So June is the mom, and then Laura, I met last year at the Farm Girl Retreat in the fall. Her and June were there. And then this year, Lindsay came. Lindsay is Laura's sister. So June and her 2 daughters were there, and they gave me a gift. So, so sweet. And they are a hoot, let me just tell you. They are a fun, fun group of gals. Look at this yumminess. And then this Scentsy. I've heard of this, but I've never had one. And I gotta show you, this is interesting. I thought it was a candle. But what it is actually oil. So let me take this part out. I think you take this off and then, hold on. So it's got this thingy here that goes down in the oil, and then you screw this thing on and you light it, and it's scented oil. Very cool. I've never had one of those, so I'm really excited to use that. So thank you, June, Laura, and Lindsay. And then another little gift from Laura in this cute little bag. The sticker says, "You're somebody special." That's so sweet. But she gave floss drops, and that is the bird that Lindy Stitches charted. So I wonder if Laura, I should have asked you while we were there. I'm guessing Laura sent her in this photo, and that's the one that that Stephanie Webb chose to chart. Very cool. So anyways, on the back it says thread, where you can find me, so that's all her information. There is a pen with her Scentsy information on it, how to purchase. Ooh, coconut daiquiri lotion. And then some candy inside. So thank you so much, Laura. That's very sweet of you. Okay, so this, I think, concludes the gift part of the program. We're going to move into haul so that I can put this stuff away. The first day, I got there late Wednesday, like 7:30, and just hung out with the girls at the bed and breakfast and looked at their haul because, let me see, Lisa Smith, Lori, textilist, and Donna, they all went to Country Sampler. They got together like a day or two earlier, and they went to Country Sampler, and they went to the Woolen Needle, and they went to some different places. So they had a bunch of haul that they were showing us in their room, and we were sitting up there visiting. It was wonderful. Then the next day, Michelle, Rudy, myself, and Donna, we went shopping together. And we went to Smokehouse Antiques, my absolute favorite antique shop in Amana. And then close to that is the Grapevine Antiques. So we hit those two places before we went and did what we had to do. I went and set up my booth or my shop and everything. So anyway, I'll insert a picture really quickly of this insane, scary looking bunny that I took a selfie with, because when I saw this thing, I gasped pretty much. It was right at the end, like, of our looking around at the Smokehouse Antiques, and Michelle and Donna had their back to this bunny, and they were looking at something, and when I walked in, the first thing I saw was this bunny, and I'm like, you guys, turn around and look at this bunny. It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. And I said, no wonder kids are scared to death of the Easter Bunny, because if this was on display in a store, it would scare even adults. But it was huge. It was probably this tall. It was a good 3-4 foot tall. And the head came off, and there was a light bulb inside. So when you turn that on, the eyes would glow. That makes it even more creepy. So anyway, I'm going to insert a picture of me taking a selfie with it. So what I got at Smokehouse Antiques, I will show you. One of the first things I found was this cool tin drum. So my husband is a drummer in 3 bands now. I thought 2 was, oh, hold on, I got it upside down. I love that it's a drum. I love that it's Americana, and all the pictures that are on it are just spectacular. So this was a must-have, and this would be on display. I'll probably display it in our downstairs when we get the bar area done, because we're going to have musical things down there, so this will be on display down there eventually. I forgot one of my sweet gifts that I got. This gift was given to me at the nth hour of the retreat. They did the smalls exchange. Well, they did a gift exchange, then they did the smalls exchange and the door prizes, and it was like after 10, I think, or it was right around 10 o'clock when all that got done, and people had early flights and stuff. So you know how at the end of the smalls exchange, usually they take all the smalls and they put them on a table, and you can take pictures and video all the smalls? That did not happen, and I'm absolutely heartbroken because let me just tell you guys, I was blown away by how many people made smalls out of my stuff, my designs. Some people took Land That I Love and pulled a motif out. I think somebody made a drum, and it was the eagle, you know, standing on, what's the eagle standing on? A fruit basket, I think, a berry bowl. I can't remember. I designed it. You know, I just work here. Don't ask me. But anyway, they took, you know, some of my smaller designs and made things. So what I have done is I've given a shout out on Instagram and Facebook for people to email me the smalls that they got. It doesn't have to be just my design. I want pictures of all the smalls because they were all amazing, and some weren't that small. It was like, wow, that was a lot of work. But I mean, people are just so talented, and just to see the different finishes and stuff, it blew me away. So I'm going to insert all of the smalls, all the pictures I get from the smalls exchange at the end of this video. Anyways, having said that, at the very end was, you know, people were wanting me to sign their, you know, patterns or the box that, you know, the kit box that I gave them, and there was just a lot of hugs and goodbyes and all of these things going on, and I got this gift and I didn't have a chance to open it, and we were trying to pack up, and I had to load my stuff up and get out, you know what I mean? It was just really crazy at the end. So I didn't even open this until like 15 minutes ago, like right before I started recording. And then I set it over on the other side. That's why I missed it. Anyways, this is from Tony Weiss. On Instagram, she's Tony Stitch Inky. Actually, I'm going to show it to you because just so that you have the spelling. So on Instagram and Facebook. Tony Stitch with an E, and then it's Inky at the end. You're not going to believe what she made for me. It's quite spectacular. And I didn't show you I got something else to show you. My Lord. Look at this, you guys. Look at that. I am blown away by all the things that are made with my fabric lines. It's just fun to see what people make with it. So this is what I thought was cool. This pen, the little loops that the pen goes through, that's what keeps it closed. You take the pen out and then you can open it. And it has like a little planner inside of it. But the cool part is when you're done with the planner, it comes right out and you can get a new one every year. Or, you know, if you don't need a planner, you could even put a notebook in there. But it's got a pocket. I mean, it is fabulous. So Tony, thank you so much. I wish I would have opened it right when she gave it to me so I could thank her personally, but it just got really crazy at the end of the night. So thank you, Tony. I love it. And then something else I forgot, you guys. Okay, so I got quite the amazing 2 gifts from a lovely lady. Her name is Beth Bates, and I met her before at Craft Gallery, and it was so funny because, you know, you see people at a place, and then you see them at another place, and you're like, I know them from somewhere, but you can't picture where you know them from. Anyway, I finally went up to her. I'm like, I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? And she's like, from the craft gallery. And the minute she said that, I'm like, yep, that's where I know you from. She made me 2, count them, actually 3 project bags. I mean, I guess this goes with this, but anyway, still 3 pieces. This is made with my For the Love of Nature fabric line. I love it. It's all quilted. Oh my gosh, made so beautifully. And it has this really pretty butterfly zipper pull. It has a handle. Oh my gosh, it's just absolutely stunning. And then the same with this. It's got a cute little butterfly on it for the zipper pull. Look at that, you guys. It's all quilted. And then Halloween Whimsy. Oh my gosh, I love it. What does she have for the zipper pull? Oh my gosh, it's a little witch hat zipper pull with a pumpkin. I love that she chose that star fabric to coordinate with it. And then on the back is all of the little adorable whimsical witches. And it has a handle. It's just done so well. So thank you so much, Beth. These are exquisite and I'm going to use them. I'm super excited. So yay! And then I just found these as I was putting those away. These are floss cards from Sable Stitcher. Flosstube. So she has Instagram. Oh, Roberta Lyle on Instagram. And then on Flosstube, she's Sable Stitcher. Look at those beautiful cards. So, so pretty. So thank you very much, Roberta. Very nice. Okay, back to haul. So, what I also got at Smokehouse Antiques is, I thought this was very cool. And I feel like I could make an angel of some sort. And those could be the wings for the angel. And it's all metal. And I love that it's kind of rusty and patinaed. It's so cool. So stay tuned. Let's see what I do with that. To be honest, I'll probably store it for a few years before I do anything with it. And then I got this cool spool. I love it because it has a small hole and it's a nice base, so I can put a flag in it, like I'm going to do right now. So see, how cool is that? Love it. There is a nail here that I will probably pull out. That, or I could leave that and then hang something Americana right here. Ooh, yeah, I'll probably do that. Last thing I got at the Smokehouse Antiques is actually my favorite purchase from the weekend. And it is this antique vintage umbrella. And it's Americana. Look at their stars on it. It is very, very faded. And to think, I mean, it's very tiny, so it's obviously, it was either for a small child, or more than likely, it was just a toy. For a doll, maybe. I don't know. I can't imagine a 2-year-old walking around with this. And I've never seen one in my entire life. And I antique a lot over the past, I don't know, 35 years. So look at that, guys. Is that not incredibly cool? And this is made out of bamboo. I mean, it functions. It actually functions. Here's the little thing you push to close it. So I'm going to, I have a spare bedroom that I'm making Americana. And I'm going to, it has a little string on it already. So somehow I'm going to hang this from the ceiling. I don't know. I want to make it so you can see it good. I'm not sure how I'm going to display it actually, but we shall see. After that, we went over to the Grapevine Antiques, and I got a couple little things there. I got four vintage thimbles. They were only $2 each. I mean, I should have just bought them all, but you know, there's other people that like to shop, right? Anyways, I liked them. I picked out the ones that were the grungiest, I guess you could say. The ones that weren't real shiny. So yeah, I love them. And they'll be great for staging. That's what I was looking for mostly, is just things that I could use when staging, you know, and doing photography for the covers of my patterns. And then also what I got there that I absolutely love and adore is this amazing book. Let me take this part off. It's a Kellogg's Funny Jungleland book, and the copyright is 1909. Bubbles, bubbles, who has troubles? That's a case of what to eat. Eat the flakes as light as bubbles. Give yourself a treat. And it's all about eating Kellogg's cornflakes. Sing from daylight until night. Sing from dark until it's light. Kellogg's cornflakes every morn. It's the sweetheart of the corn. And then, you know, so then you've got songs over here. So then you can switch that. I mean, it's just the coolest thing. Oh my goodness. So how fun is this? So look, there's a pig, but he's got like horse hooves. And then this one is hilarious. They're just so funny. If you wish to see something queer, put other heads on the cow, horse, and deer. Change their feet too, try it and see how very funny they all will be. It's just adorable. So anyway, it's all these cute animals and all these cute little poems. So I thought that was an amazing find. I've never seen a book like that. And just that elephant on the front alone just really got my heartstrings. He's so cute. And then Friday morning, Donna, Michelle, and I stopped at Amazing Grace. I couldn't think of it. Amazing Grace. They have candles, they have soaps, they have antiques, they have a lot of like quilts, and they had a bunch of sewing tomatoes, tons of Stitchy Lovers items. So I got 2 antique sewing tomatoes that are just the coolest. I got some, what do you call this? Ticking, I think it's called. And I thought this would be great for finishing. Vintage ticking. That one's a little bit, well, here I turn around. Lighter blue. Here's another blue one. That'll be great for finishing. This is a small pillowcase. It's got lace on each end, but this end over here is open. Look at the cute work on it, embroidery work. It's so pretty. And then this is, I guess this was printed. Okay, so this was printed on there, and then you go over it with your cross stitches. Isn't that cool? It says Paragon Needlecraft. This is 100% linen. Whoops. It says made expressly for the American home by Paragon Needlecraft. But isn't it cool? I got some beautiful antique doilies for staging and photography. And then these little crocheted pieces, again, for staging and photography. And then I got this. again, for staging and photography. It's just a small little lap quilt. I love that color though. And then I got a large quilt that will be great for staging on. And I love how muted these colors are. It's a large quilt, but look at the colors. That green, it's just really, really pretty. But yeah, it'll be great for, I mean, even doing shows or something and putting this over the table. So all of those cool stitchy related things, sewing related things at Amazing Grace in Amana. And then midday Saturday, I needed to go next door to the quilt shop. What is the name of that quilt shop? I don't know if it's in here or not. It's called, oh yeah, right here. Heritage Designs. It's a little quilt shop right next door to the Price Creek Event Center where the retreat was held. And I went there. I went there for this specifically and then almost forgot to buy it. But this is what you want to wash your antique quilts in order to get rid of that, the brown and the aging and any kind of smells. If it has a smoke smell or anything like that, it will get rid of that. Retro Clean is the name of it. I was in the checkout and she's all done totaling me up and I'm like, oh wait, I came here for something specific and I didn't even get it. So anyways, I got these and I love these. They had, so you can buy this by the yard, and they had embroidered pieces, like they embroidered on it. So you could do, you know, like a table runner or something, and they had some that had embroidery on it, then they had some that had wool applique on it. But I love these. So I got one in black. I got 2 yards of each. So I got the black. I love this one with the red on it. And then this red, kind of a old faded red. I love it. And then, of course, Blackbird's book. And this really cool hand embroidery inspired by nature book, Kathy Schmitz, sorry. But it's cool. It has, like, look at this, guys. You can embroider a bracelet. Are you kidding me? But just chock full of goodness in here. Drums, purses, wall hangings. Very inspiring. So that is it for my haul. Actually, I have more haul, but that was the haul from my trip. I think the other haul I'm going to wait for my next floss tube because this is going to be really long. Hey guys, I'm back. Today is Tuesday, May 17th. I told you this would be pieced together because the main reason I did haul and my stitchy kindness from the retreat yesterday is so I could put it away and try to get some organization back into my studio. I'm so depressed today. I don't know what it is. I'm just really down. Not feeling the greatest. Probably just exhausted. Probably is the case. My friend, hold on. My sweet friend Renee, who lived 2 doors down from my parents, not when I was a kid, not when I was growing up, but her and her husband and her 2 boys bought the house 2 doors down from my parents. So our kids are the same age. She has 2 boys. We have 2 boys. And we all went to Holy Rosary Church. The kids went to Holy Rosary Catholic School. And our boys were the same age. So we were thick as thieves. Anyways, a couple years ago, she moved down to West Virginia, which is where her parents are from. And she went down there to take care of them. So she was in town for a funeral. It was her mom's brother passed away. So they were in town for the funeral this weekend and they're leaving tomorrow morning. And tonight I'm going live in Patreon to talk all about punch needles. So I couldn't meet her tonight. So anyway, last night she came over, and then another friend came over, and then our boys came over, and then one of Renee's sons came over. So anyway, we had a crowd of folks here at the house, and we had a cookout, and it was just wonderful to catch up with her because she comes into town probably twice a year. And last year, so the first weekend of August of every year for the past, I don't even know how many years, I think it's 15 years now, we all go north to northern Michigan and rent a place for the weekend and all hang out on a lake. So there's like 12 of us that get together. And last year I had COVID. Kevin and I both had COVID, so we couldn't go on the trip last year. So I didn't see her at all in 2021. So that was very sad. So anyway, she was in town. I'm like, yes, I have got to see you. Anyways, it's just been busy. It's like one thing after another. So, and then tonight I'm going live in Patreon, all about punch needle demo, Q&A, all the things there. And then tomorrow I have Witch Paint Wednesday. And then the next day we go to Florida. And Ryan will be manning the fort while we are away. So, yeah. And I think I'm home for like a week and a half or something. And then I go to Kristen's for the CMA Fest. Jill and Vicki and I are going down there for the CMA Fest. And then I get back from that, and a couple days later, my mom and Jerry will be here for about a month. So it's just insane, and I'm exhausted. But I got some stitching in this morning. So let me just show you that. Let me just show you my whip. It's right here. I'm thinking about it. Might as well do it, right? So I'm working on Cherry Jubilee. Cherry Jubilee is one of my Patreon charts from April. And out of the 3 that I designed for April, this was my favorite. And Mama Loves You GB, Michelle, she is stitching this. And when I saw that she was going to stitch it, I jumped on board. She's way further than I am. She started down in this area. She's got the birds done. I think both birds done. Or at least outlined some of them. Anyways, I always start in the upper left-hand corner for whatever reason. That's just how I started doing it. So that's just how I do it. Anyway, I love this, and I had a couple leaves outlined so that when I was at the retreat, I could just do fill-in. I had already got the outer border done, and it met up, so I was super happy. I don't even know from last time I showed you this where I was on it, to be honest. But I started doing the inner border, just the straight lines, and then I outlined that, and that. I think at the retreat, I pretty much filled in that one and started to fill in that one. So this morning I finished filling in this one, and then I'm like, I gotta get some color in this thing. So I did a couple cherries, and the cherries are so fun. It's kind of looking dark in this video. Oh, there you go. Anyway, I'm stitching this on oh, crud. And I don't have my book down here, I don't think. I want to say that it is, I don't know what it is. Doggone it. Oh, here's part of my haul. Squirrel? I am in Michelle Rudy's Patreon group, and if you're in, I don't know what tier it is. If you're in one of her tiers quarterly, you will get some linen from her that she dyed. So this is her adorable goat. Molly, I think, was her name. I think that's Molly, the first goat she ever had. Super cute, but look at that beautiful color. It's actually showing up really nicely here. Oh, I can't wait to stitch something on that. That's 40 count. My battery's about to die, so I'm just going to quit this right here, get a new battery, and see if I can figure out what I'm stitching on. We'll see. Actually, I do have my book. So let me look. Let's assume that I wrote it down in here. A lot of assuming going on here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 40 count Legacy Fiber Arts linen, Old North Church. This was the January 2022 Fabric Club. So Old North Church. And I did ask Rachel if those Fabric Club colors would be added to their regular line, and she said yes eventually. So anyway, that's what that's stitched on, and it's super cute. And I love the size of it. You know, here's my hand. It's, you know, it's a nice small size. And I want to stitch. I would love to just take a day off and do nothing but stitch. Something I want to show you that has a lot of people talking from the retreat. Kathy Lownsberry is a model stitcher of mine and a very good friend. She has been working on the Halloween sampler. That was a Patreon design in 2021. I want to say August. Yeah, August. Because I try to do like the Halloween stuff in August so that you have all of August and September to get it done in order to display it for that Halloween. So I try to work in advance. So this was August 2021. If you want this now as a PDF, if you join my Patreon, you have access to the past Patreon designs. I have a secret shop that's password protected. Not only can you buy all the past PDFs, but you also have, there's exclusive product that I have designed in there that's only available to my patrons. It's all print on demand, drop ship products, but the designs and the products are exclusive to Patreon. So I just wanted to bring that up because this got a lot of buzz at the retreat. So Kathy finished it, I don't know, like a week before the retreat, and she brought it and we pinned it to this foam core. I have yet to, obviously I just got home, so I have to get it sent to Craft Gallery to get it framed. But, oh, and the funny thing is she was working on someone's prom dress, doing some alterations, and it had glitter on it. And you know how glitter is? Like, it tends to jump from where it's at onto your face and onto your clothing and onto everything that's in a 20-mile radius, right? That's glitter for you. Well, anyway, there was glitter on this piece. Now, we think we got it all off. We used it like a rolly, sticky thing to get it off. Oh, I see a piece right now. But you know how glitter is? It just is darn near impossible. So we were cracking up over that. So this is called Halloween Sampler. If you do download it, I do want to mention this. This is something I keep forgetting to do, and I need to do it. On the original pattern, this is a solid full coverage band right here. Kathy and I were talking before she started stitching this, and I decided to redesign this centerpiece here because with this being a solid full coverage, it just chopped the design in half, and your eye went right to that, and it just didn't flow very well. And I have this obviously recharted like it is here, and I need to put that on the attachment. So I need to do that. Anyways, basically, oh, I see more glitter. It's so funny. So let me zoom in for you. Kathy is an amazing stitcher. She did a beautiful job. I forget, there's not that many colors in here. I want to say there's only like 6 colors. There's a green, a gray, all the black is onyx. I think she used 5 skeins of onyx. Colonial copper is the orange, and then there's like a burnt, a dark orange that I'm not sure what that is, and then that green. Oh, and white. So there's, I don't know if you were counting, but anyway, it's like, I think just 6. So what is cool about this sampler is, and I try to design my sampler so that you can pluck some things out of it to make smalls or drums or something else. But being that this is like a band sampler, that it's in these bands, you could make drums out of every single one of those rows, to be honest. Also, this couple got lots of love and attention. Look at the little kitty. Look at the little kitty. Oh my gosh. Look at how good she did her long stitches for the whiskers. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this piece so much. But I thought it would be fun. So this is on 36 count. So this is on 36 count. Imagine like if you did it on 32 count. This part would be a little bit bigger, and that could be a piece. Or you could do it at 36 count and make a little small pillow out of it. I love the little marching cats. And it's funny because, let's think, these witches, that was the start of this whole design, because I had this row of witches drawn in my sketchbook from like, oh god, 7 years ago or something. I've had these witches sketched out. So I wanted to do them for Patreon. And then I went a little bonkers and I thought, oh, I'm going to do this, and oh, I'm going to do this. And anyways, I ended up with this giant sampler, but it is super fun. That little cat with the pumpkin on his back, that would be really cute as a small. I love the haunted house. That would be cute as a small. All the witches have different faces and different tresses, so that's really fun. The only thing that I might change if I were you, depending on what fabric you choose, is that this ghost is definitely very ghosty. You can't see him. So if you want your ghost to show up more, you would want a brighter white. Where else is there white? I think the ghost, and then obviously the eyes and the teeth, whiskers, you know, that kind of thing are the white. But you could keep the white the way it is, and then just there's two ghosts. There's one here, and then there's one here. Those two, if you lightened them to show up better. But I kind of like that the ghost is ghosty. So, do you have to be a Patreon member to get this? You do if you want it now. This is a sneak peek of what is going to be released for Needlework Expo. So Needlework Expo will be this piece and a couple other Halloween pieces in a book. So if you want to wait until the end of August is Needlework Expo. It's like the last weekend of August. So it won't ship, you know, until September. So by the time you get your hands on it, you know what I mean? It's gonna be close to October. So, but if you want it now and to start stitching on it now and making some smalls or drums or something, it is available now in my Patreon. Okay, enough of that. So now for the exciting part. I am going to share with you what I made for the Farmgirl Retreat. First, I have to take a drink of my smoothie. I make this smoothie with Lifeway, what do you call it? Kefir. So kefir is a probiotic. It's really good for gut health. And I haven't had it in a long time, so I was like, I really need to, I'm going on vacation. I need to have my gut healthy. So anyways, I put a protein powder in there and then some mango, frozen mango, and some water and some ice. Make a smoothie. It's so delicious. Okay. So the theme was heart and hand. And this is the box that I gave to all the attendees. It is printed on all sides. There we go. Printed on all sides, including the bottom. I found this amazing company that will make these boxes, and I just love it. Hold on one second. Okay, so then you open the box, and this is what you saw. So I use that cool tissue paper that looks like old newspaper advertisements. Ta-da! And then you open your package, and you have goodies inside. My business card. And then on the back of my business card, and all my business cards are different samplers of mine. There's all my info in case you were wondering. So screenshot that if you want to. That is that. Oh, sorry, boo-boo. They got an ink pen. They got a sticker. And I made them a needle minder, and I just had it stuck to that. So, Farmgirl Gathering 2022. Giant sticker. It's like a 2x4 or 2x5, 2.5 by 5. I don't know, whatever. And then an adorable needle minder with a giant magnet on the back. They got a floss pack. Now the floss pack is enough to do the sampler that I designed for them, but not the other two patterns. I mean, some of the flosses might. But I didn't have enough linen for them. I didn't have enough linen. So, like, a bunch of them didn't get the linen. It's as soon as I realized I didn't have enough linen, I ordered it. But you know how things are. It's just really slow getting things. I should have it any day. I'm really hoping it will come today or tomorrow so I can get it cut and sent before I go to Florida. If not, I know it will come while I'm gone to Florida and I can get it to them when I get back. But anyway, I posted a picture on Instagram of these floss colors. And people were like, oh, what are you going to stitch? What's that for? And I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that. I can't say. So it is for this here. And I will show you the completed piece, but I want to go over a little bit about it. So it's 180 by 215. By the way, I redesigned my logo. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I don't know. The last time I did a floss tube, it seems like it was a long time ago. Anyway, I redesigned my logo because first of all, I wanted to update it because the logo I was using before is like 30 years old. I also wanted it round because I want to make stickers, and I think round just fits in better places. And I wanted it to incorporate more about what I do. Before it just, well, here's my logo from before. It was just this. The colors are kind of outdated for me. Creative Whims that's underneath is hard to read. And it's a different weird kind of shape, so it doesn't always fit places. So here it is, just a black and white logo. I have it in color as well, but I'm also going to paint it in acrylics and scan it and then make like stickers and fun stuff like that. But it says Teresa Kogut's Creative Whims, Art and Needlework. And I love that it includes both of my loves, art and needlework. So I did some research on the heart and hand symbol. There isn't a ton out there, but I'll just read to you what I found. It says the heart and hand symbol is widely recognized for its association with the Independent Order of Oddfellows. This fraternal symbol incorporates values of candor, frankness, and sincerity, as well as the lesson that whatever the hand finds to do, the heart should go forth in wisdom. Most regalia catalogs show the official gesture of an open hand with the fingers and thumb pointing up. A few catalogs show the less common gesture of the thumb folded horizontally across the palm. Now this is another article I found. The heart and hand, an image of a heart in an open palm, is an easily recognizable symbol in the northeastern U.S. This cheerful, welcoming image originated with the Shakers and is found on crafts, signs, and even cookies. The symbol is a pictorial reminder of the words of Mother Ann Lee, the founder of the Shaker sect, who promoted a simple life of hard work and spirituality. Put your hands to work and your hearts to God. The image is typical of the Shaker attitude and implies also a loving welcome. So it just incorporates so much of who I am and what I love. I've painted the heart and hand symbol throughout my 30-year career several times in watercolor, and anyway, it just fit. And you know, I had that whole. Immediately after Michelle asked me to be the guest designer, I started working on sketches, and I have probably 12 sketches of heart and hands and, you know, different things. And so I sketched out the sampler before I designed it. And then I'm like, man, some of these would be really cute coordinating pieces. So I ended up doing 2 more for them. So that is the first one, and I will show you the actual piece. This was framed by Paula at Craft Gallery. I actually provided her the frame because I found this frame at pictureframes.com, and I did end up staining over it because where they had sanded it was just like raw wood and it was really kind of bright. So I stained over it a little bit to dull it down. But anyway, here's the piece all stitched. Stitched by Karen Simmons of Ohio. Karen is wonderful. She works at Claire's Stitching Post in Vermillion, Ohio. But she's been model stitching for me for quite a while. Note the white goat, like Michelle's adorable goats. And then at the bottom it says FGG 2022, Farmgirl Gathering 2022. Let's see. Oh, I made the announcement. Someone brought it to my attention, and I made the announcement at the retreat. But, you know, people leave and go shopping, and so I don't know if everybody heard it, but I'm just going to say here. On your pattern, 3051, the green, gray, dark, and it's the little Christmas tree symbol, the evergreen symbol. Anyways, it is supposed to be kudzu. So you got kudzu in your thread pack, and that takes place of 3051, green, gray, dark. Okay, so that is actually supposed to be kudzu. Then the other thing that was wrong, oops, that someone brought to my attention. Oh, and of course I don't have it right here with me. I posted on Instagram. Basically, this is the third piece that I designed for them. This is just a computer-generated image because I did not have time to stitch it. I should have sent it out to be stitched because my model stitchers are way quicker than I, and they probably could have done this in a very short amount of time. I mean, it only measures it measures 140 by 70, but that is actually the measurement for the Molly's hands, which I'm going to show you in a minute. This one is way smaller. I'll put it up here. I have the measurements, just not in front of me. But anyway, so the stitch count is quite small, and it's really a cute little piece. It would be cute. I'm going to stitch it, and I'm probably going to adhere it to a book. I think it's going to be quite small. Hands to work. Oh, I say it right here. No. Oh, so all the stuff on the back's wrong. That's funny. So on the back, I put hands to work, hearts to God is how the saying goes. And obviously this is hands to work, hearts to love thee. Or no, hands to work, hearts to love. And I put hearts to love still refers to God, but by changing the words, now it can also be used as a gift for a loved one. So hands to work, hearts to God, God is love, love is God. So I changed the word God to love because it means the same thing. And then that way too, it just, if you want to give it as a gift, it kind of made more sense to me. Okay, now, last but not least, we have Molly's hands. That's Molly. Meet Molly. Molly's super cute. Her face is super cute. I love her. So I actually made this piece into a needle book. And I was afraid I would ruin the piece because I'm just learning how to sew and I'm just muddling through all these things myself. And I was afraid I would ruin it, so I scanned the piece and then I photoshopped dirty face lace around it and put it on a black background for the cover piece, just to be safe. So here's my needle book. Now I know, so on my other YouTube channel, I showed myself making this and showed pictures of it when I was done and stuff. So I uploaded that, I think, on Saturday night or Sunday morning. So my other YouTube channel is more vlog style, where I just kind of videotape things here and there and I throw it all together, and it's more of a behind the scenes type of thing. So here is, let me get this tied back up. So here is the needle book. Let's put something behind it. Hold please. Hold please, Lisa. Okay, so let me get out of the way. So here's the needle book. Look at little Molly. Now I stitched this piece myself, and it took me forever. I mean, I feel like I worked hours and hours and hours and hours and hours because I'm not the fastest stitcher. So here's the whole piece opened up. Okay, so what I did is, for the inside, I chose fabric from my Stitchy Birds line. Now, people have been asking me, how do I get a hold of that fabric? That fabric will be shipping in September, so keep your eyes out. The only reason, keep your eyes out for it. Watch for it, I guess. Anyways, I get strike-off pieces. So what happens when I design fabric, you know, whoa, they make strike-offs and they send them to me, and then I make any color corrections that I feel necessary. And then I send them my notes on it, and then they readjust those fabrics. Then they send me more strike-offs, and then I either approve them or say, it's still not right. Whatever, we go back and forth until we get the line the way we want it to look. So these are, and the pieces are small. So like this is a strike-off piece. That's how big it is. And sometimes they're even smaller than this. Rarely are they bigger than this. But they were big enough pieces for me to make this needle book. And I can't get over how well the colors match the fabric. The red and the stitching matches that red perfectly. And I really wanted to use the fabric at the bottom that's all about stitching. So I made pockets. What's missing in here? Where's my... Okay. So I was going to put some wool. I had some red wool that I was going to put a little patch of it here and a patch of it here and a patch of it there that you can stick your needles in. It's not too late to do that. I could hand stitch that in there. Not a big deal. But, so I just got a pack of needles in there. I've got this adorable little antique button card that I purchased in Amana last October of 2021. And then I've got some cute scissors in there that are being held in there by this Newcastle Bouquet moth needle minder. So it's kind of nice because it makes it so that my scissors don't fall out because they kept falling out. So that's my needle book. Yes, my first attempt at a needle book. I think it turned out pretty good for my first attempt, and I plan on making more stuff like this. I want to make a drum. I want to just start making things other than pieces that have to be framed or adhere to something. So, yay! I love it. I love it. I love it. I think that's all I wanted to say about it. That's it. And then Michelle. So Michelle and I talked, and I told her what the theme was because she wanted to get something for everyone that would go with that whole theme. So she had these super cool thread keepers, thread drops. Anyway, you put your thread on there. So she had these made for everyone with Thy Hands I Thee Wrought, which was the saying on the sampler, and then Farmgirl Gathering Spring 2022. I love it. I love it. It's a hand. I mean, it's just perfect. And it's antique-y looking. It just goes so well with everything. It's just fun, fun, fun. All right, then I also, these weren't gifted, but they could purchase these pouches that I designed specifically for the retreat. So these are the same kind of pouches that I sell in my Etsy shop with Thy Hands I Thee Wrought, and then on the other side is the bottom part of the sampler. So this is the small one, and then there was the larger one as well, but all the larger ones sold. And I have a handful of the smaller ones left. Yeah, so what's going to happen is those 3 designs are going to be released a year from now. So next May, you know how we had the release for Bright Stars early May? Probably early May, sometime in May anyways, we will be releasing those 3 patterns probably in book form. All 3 of them together in a book, okay? At that time, because I also have boxes left. The boxes, the kit box, you know, that everything was in, I had to order them in like increments of 50 or something like that. So I have a bunch of them left. So I'm probably next year when I can release that, I will probably do some giveaways where you can get the box and the book, and then I'll put these for sale in my Etsy shop. Okay, but that'll be a year from now. So, however, just for today, I am giving away this pouch. That is my giveaway today. And you have to put in your comment, Farmgirl Gathering or Gatherings. Either one will work when I do the comment picker. It's adorable. I have quite a few of people that have fully finished some Teresa Kogut designs that I would like to share with you. I'm going to wait and do that in my next floss tube because this one has been really long. Oh, I have one more thing to do. I purchased an antique. It's not cross stitch. It's an antique needlepoint. It's needlepoint with wool. Yeah, let me just get it. It arrived the day before I went to the retreat, and I was buried in getting the kits ready and finished and getting all of the things packed for the pop-up shop, and I didn't have time to open it. So, and then I got home and I completely forgot about it. So I'm going to open it right now, right here with you guys. This makes my 9th piece to chart, and I got to get on it. I was talking with Teresa Vanette about charting and why I haven't charted any of my antique pieces yet. I guess because so far, all of my samplers have been original samplers that I have designed, and I love designing them, and I think it's so fun. And I think I thought it would be kind of maybe boring or just not creative to try to copy someone else's, but Teresa had such great advice for me. She said, you know, you kind of take a liking to the girl that stitched it, and you see, you know, how she worked, and you wonder about her, you know, what her life might have been like, and you get this connection. And she said, and she gave me tips on how to actually do the charting, and so now I'm kind of fired up about it. So I am going to start charting my antique samplers when I get back from Florida. I have one that's like the biggest one I bought, and Kyle Reckemeyer, he's going to stitch that. He wanted to stitch that model for me. So he's been patiently waiting for me to chart that. It probably won't be the first one I chart, just for the fact that it's so big. I need to get my feet wet with a smaller one first, which will probably be that sunflower one that I got when I was at market this year, and I've showed it on here. Oh, they use these doggone things that make a huge mess. Oh well. Like a little present. Okay, So while I'm taking the tape off the glass, I just want to talk to you a little bit about something. I'm going to insert at the end of this video, I'm going to insert some videos that I took at the retreat. I also wanted to show the bed and breakfast that we stayed at. It's Rawson's. It's in Homestead, Iowa. Lisa, I can't remember her husband's name. I never actually met him, but she is an amazing cook and took really good care of us. The pictures of the food, I got to get permission from Lori Textilist because I didn't take pictures of all the food, but she did, and I was going to see if she'll let me use her pictures. But yeah, talk about spoiled. We were spoiled. I also just want to say thank you a million times over to Michelle Rudy, Farm Girl Loves Goats, because I can only imagine how much work it is to put together something like that. She does it all on her own. Her retreats are nothing but fun. The location couldn't be better. There's antiquing, there's a quilt shop, there are these little places to eat, there's a brewery, there's a, what do you call it, a bourbon tasting something or other, which I never did make it to, which is probably a good thing. But just tons of fun. She puts on a fabulous retreat, and we're all so grateful that she does it because it's really spectacular and just a total blast. So I'm going in the fall as an attendee, and then I'm going next spring. Well, this fall is La Di Da, which is amazing, and then in the spring is Paulette Stewart, Plum Street Sampler. So I have met Paulette several times at market and chit-chatted here and there, but I would love to attend in a retreat where she's at and I could get to know her better. I got to check the dates on that though, because oh, that's the other thing I could talk to you guys about real quick. I'm afraid I'll forget. I should have made a list. People were asking what other retreats I'm going to be going to, or I'm the guest designer at, or whatever. So I'm just going to run them down right now. I will put the dates up here on the screen. So if you're interested and you want to write down the dates, because I don't want to say it off the top of my head and then be wrong. Okay. My next retreat is Quilters Station Retreat this September. This September. There are, I think, 4 other designers. There's Liz Matthews, Kathy Barrick, Chessie and me, which is Linda, Alma, and then me. So there's 5, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. And then, and that's in September. Then October, I am the guest designer at Stitch West with Deb and Kev of Snug Harbor Crafts, and I'm super stoked. So I'll be at that one. That's it for this year, which is plenty. Then I'm going to Farmgirl Gatherings like 4 days after I get back from Stitch West, but I'm going as an attendee for fun. Then let's go to 2023. The first one I have there is going to be Anabella's in Lansing, Michigan. Look up here for the dates. After that one, in May, I'm going to be the guest designer at Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. That one is Memorial Weekend. It's just the Friday and Saturday, so, you know, you still have Sunday and Monday with your families and stuff, so that's, I think, great timing. And that's all I have on the docket for 2023, is 2 in the spring. So that's why I'm not sure I'll be able to go to Farmgirl Gatherings as an attendee, because I have a feeling it's going to fall right in there. I don't know. It depends on if I get my kits done early enough. Yeah, and I don't have anything for fall of 2023 yet, which I'm fine with that. And I said to Kevin, I said, I think I'm going to take 2024 off and not do any retreats other than attending them, because it is so much work. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited about it. I love it. I love seeing everybody. But boy, it just really takes a lot of time away from designing and prepping for market and, you know, all those things. And I design fabric lines now, so that's, you know, just a lot going on. Although I don't know, I might be going to Garden of Quilts in 2023 because I went in 2021 and I said I will do it every other year, so I'm not going to that this year. So I might be doing that in 2024, or I'm sorry, in 2023. But I don't know. It'd be nice just to be home for the fall. Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for is I gab. So when you see this, you'll know immediately what drew me to the sampler. I felt like something was floating around in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, when you see this from a distance, you'll know exactly why I wanted it. That butterfly drew me right in, and I was like, I have to have this piece. So hold on. Okay, so let's just zoom in. Oh, this one is titled. Her name is Mariana, M-A-R-I-A-N-N-A. And her last name is F-I-O-R-I-L-L-I. Fiorilli. Mariana Fiorilli. So that sounds very Italian to me. 1869 is the date on it. So this is needlepoint done. This is done with wool. You can tell it's not, you know, cross stitch. But look at that. And I love that it has the cross. It has the crucifix. It has it looks like a hand. That looks like a hand to me. And it has the Sacred Heart. It has a crown. It has a key. Adorable flower basket. It has this kind of random red dress, which I thought was just adorable because this girl probably had a little red dress. It has a crown of thorns. A crown of thorns. Some sort of mallet, probably what they pounded the nails in when they crucified our Lord. Little house, another crown. I'm not sure what this is. A chair. Athena quit. Anyway, you get the gist. You get the gist. It's beautiful. Hold on. She's barking at my husband. But the reason he's got on a face mask because he's spraying the weeds, putting weed killer down. So he's wearing like a scary face mask type thing. Anyway, yeah, and this frame is very cool. It's like it's got handles on the side. So this is my latest purchase, and I cannot wait to start stitching these. Like I said, this is number 9. I got to get on it. Teresa Vanette, thank you for inspiring me and encouraging me to do it and to go for it, and giving me a different way to look at it to make it interesting and fun. And so I really appreciate her advice. And yeah, so my goal would be, I would love to have one. My SD card was full. I have a new card in there. I just want to wrap this up. But I know I said thank you to Michelle Rudy for the retreat, but I also want to thank everybody that attended. I met a lot of new people, and I met and reacquainted myself with some friends that I met 2 years ago at the fall retreat. Lisa Smith, Lori Textilis, Lori McCleary, and Donna, and Lisa, another Lisa. Can't think of her last name. She's got long red hair. She's super, super sweet. Oh, gal. Tara Sullivan, Jen, the Purple Stitcher, Marcy Thiessen, Mimi Thiessen on Instagram. I don't want to leave anybody out. Of course, Jen Reagan, Teresa Vanette. Who else? Oh my gosh, just an amazing group of women. So much talent in that room. So much talent. Susan Coates. Her sewing and her finishing is exquisite. And then I met a lot of new people. I don't, there's no way I can name everybody off the top of my head. I barely can remember my own name half the time. But just know that I appreciate you. I mean, everybody that came up to me to talk, or I went to, talk with them. I made sure to sit at different tables every meal so I could get to know new people. And, and Kathy Lownsberry. I mean, just like, my heart is full, so full. Everybody's super kind, super friendly, super caring and giving and loving. And we had a couple girls, Lena and Tatiana, that were from the Ukraine. One lives in Miami, one lives in Tennessee. They have family over in Ukraine. And, we had a moment of silence then, and we all teared up. And I mean, just the vibe in the room and the energy in the room was nothing but positive, and everybody had an amazing time, and I loved meeting each and every one of you, and I just couldn't be more happy and grateful. So thank you for everything. Thank you, all of you who watched my ramblings here on my Flosstube channel. I appreciate you two being here and sharing in this fun adventure with me. And I don't know what else to say other than I'm grateful. And don't forget to create every day. Bye.